Good morning friends. Welcome to your YouTube channel Origin Fertility and IVF. I am Dr. Rashmi Sharma and today we will talk about what to do if your IVF has failed. Of course, it's a very frustrating condition. It is frustrating not only for the patient but for the doctor also. So my say on this is that do not get worried. Okay, one IVF failure does not mean that the second cannot succeed or the third cannot succeed. Believe me, there are so many patients who succeed in the second IVF, third IVF, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh IVF. Okay, so do not get worried. But yes, of course, we need to analyze that what went wrong or what could be done extra to improve the chances in the second or the third or the fourth IVF. Okay. So whenever an IVF fails, it can fail either if the baby is not good, which is the embryo, or if the uterus or the maternal environment is not good. These could be the two reasons for pregnancy not happening. Okay, so sometimes there could be very apparent cause. We know that the egg quality was poor, or if the embryo quality was not so good, a B grade or a C grade embryos were transferred, or if the lady is of higher age, let's say more than 38, 39, 40, 42, then we know that even if the embryo may be looking good grade wise, but it's not bound to be good because of the genetic problems in the embryo. So sometimes the cause is apparent, and sometimes the cause is also apparent from the uterus side, right? We know the lining was not good, the endometrial thickness was not okay, there was some problem in the uterus, there were uterine tuberculosis. So these are the apparent cause. But so many times it may happen that apparently we are not able to find any cause. So the embryo that was transferred was also fantastic, good looking embryo. The uterus also seemed like very perfect. The lining was very nice, 8 mm, 9 mm, thick triple layer, and still the pregnancy has not happened. This is not unknown, it does happen. So this is an unexplained IVF failure which also happens in so many cases. Okay. So now what to do? If the problem has been identified, let's say if it looks like that maybe the egg quality was an issue, then donor egg definitely could be a good option and you should be seriously thinking about it. But in donor egg there is no age limit. Okay, there is no hurry. Uterus does not have an age, eggs have an age. Okay, so if you're not mentally prepared for it, then don't go for it. You can do donor egg IVF any time in your life, maybe 1 year later, 5 years later, 10 years later. So don't hurry for that, but you have to keep that in the back of your mind that if everything fails, maybe later on, that donor egg IVF may be a good option. If the problem was from the uterus side, the uterus was not good, then surrogacy is legal in our country. And yes, of course, surrogacy may be a good option if you think that the uterus is a problem. But of course, that is also one of the last options to choose from, right? But if you wish to go ahead with your self egg and self uterus, then what can be done? Okay, then we have to see what can be done to improve the quality of eggs, what can be done to improve the embryo, and what can be done to improve the uterus. So coming to eggs, your doctor will have a detailed evaluation and they might like to choose a different protocol, might like to choose different types of drugs. This is number one. Number two, when the embryo has become ready, then there is something called embryo glue. Embryo glue is a new type of culture media in which the embryos are kept around 10 to 15 minutes prior to the transfer. And some research suggests that maybe keeping the embryos in this new type of culture media might increase the chances of it sticking to the uterine lining. Then there's something called laser assisted hatching. One of the theories of failure is that the embryo was good enough, but when it was time for the embryo to hatch out of the egg, then it couldn't break the shell. Okay. So to help in that, with the help of a laser, the shell of the egg is broken, or maybe 2-3 holes are made in the shell of the embryo. And then we expect that maybe when the embryo is about to hatch, it will be easy for the embryo to hatch off the shell of the embryo. So, but these are not unproven, these are not proven technologies. These are still research technology. We really don't know whether they help. But yes, if the IVF in a standard manner has failed, then there's no harm in adding embryo glue and laser assisted hatching. And if let's say we can try to change the day of the embryo that was transferred. If a day 3 embryo transfer was done, then maybe we can try day 4 embryo transfer or day 5 embryo transfer next time. Also, if last time a fresh IVF had failed, then maybe this time we can go ahead with frozen embryo transfer. So these are the certain changes in your protocol, in your manner of transfer that will be done by your doctor. Then regarding the uterus, what can be done better to improve the uterine receptivity? There are certain drugs which will be added when you are being prepared for transfer. There is a drug called heparin which increases the blood flow to the uterus, which is a blood thinner injection. We are not sure whether it really helps, but there are some studies to suggest that it might increase the chance of pregnancy. So if in the first IVF it was not given, then maybe in the second IVF we might like to add this drug. Also, when the lining has become ready, then we like to get a very detailed 3D ultrasound along with color Doppler done with the help of a radiologist. Okay, that a very detailed ultrasound will tell us whether the lining is good, whether its character is good, whether the blood flow is going nicely inside the uterus or not. And then the embryo transfer is taken ahead. And so many times it happens that first IVF has failed, but the second has succeeded, or a third has succeeded, or a fourth has succeeded. So do not worry. One of the biggest reasons for you not getting a pregnancy is treatment dropout. Just after one failure or 2 failures, patients get so frustrated that they totally stop the treatment. That is the biggest reason for not having a baby. So do not worry, do not get frustrated. Choose a good doctor, choose a good clinic, and go ahead with IVF. I hope this will be useful for you. I hope this video might help you in relieving your anxiety and in helping you going ahead with your treatment. If you wish to come to our center, then the number is visible below in the screen. You can take an appointment. If you wish to take an online appointment, that link will be given below in the description box. You can connect to us through online appointment as well. Thank you so much.